Today we're going to unlock one of the most dreaded engineers, Qwent. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous with Down to Earth Astronomy. It is once again time to have a look at engineering unlocking, and this time we're looking at Qwent. Qwent is one of the more hated engineers because, well, he's very difficult to unlock and he doesn't really offer a lot of very useful things. So, as always, we're going to go through the 3 steps that you have to go through in order to unlock an engineer, learn about them, invite to the base, and unlock the actual engineering facilities. And then we have the optional step, which is leveling up so you get access to the next set of engineers, or you can begin to roll on these upgrades. But first of all, let's look at why this guy is so hated. Here we can see what modules he is offering upgrades for. Power distributor, power plants. None of them are grade 5. And so that means everything that he does, there's other engineers that does better than he does. So he doesn't really offer anything special. The only reason why people really unlock him is because he leads on to Dr. Palin, or Professor Palin, which a lot of people want in order to get access to those corrosion-resistant cargo racks and some of the other things that Palin have. But let's start by going over here, and let's see what the steps are you need to go through in order to unlock it. First of all, of course, we need to learn about him. You do that from Elvira Matuk. Do your first grade 3 upgrade with her, and she will tell you about Qwent. If you haven't unlocked Elvira Matuk yet, I have a video on her here. So go and click that more info icon, watch that video, and that will take you through how you unlock her and how you get the knowledge of Qwent. The second step is where this begins to be a little bit more tricky, because to get access to the base, you need to get an invite from the Sirius Corporation. Now, if we open up a galaxy map here, the Sirius Corporation is of course located mainly in Sirius, but this is a large corporation, so it's scattered all over the galaxy. But Sirius is a permit-locked system. That means you need to get a permit to get in there, and this is where it begins to get difficult. Because the first step we need to do is then to get fully allied with the Sirius Corporation. Once we've done that, we can then go and get a mission that gives us the permit to get into the system. So first allied, then do the mission to get a permit. Then we have access to the system. And then we need to get into the system and get the mission that will invite you to the base. So that will be a second mission, I think, as far as I remember. And once you then have completed those 2 missions, you have got the permit, you have access to the base. We can see here, last step is of course that you need 55 units of modular, so 25 units of modular terminals. And they are notoriously difficult to get your hands on. But we're going to go through all of this now. And the first step is getting allied with the Sirius Corporation. So in order to get allied with the Sirius Corporation, what I recommend you do is you go here to EDDB, a very useful site. Go into systems and you look up Sirius. Oops. There we go. The reason why you want to do that, you can click over here to minor factions, you can click on the Sirius Corporation. That will give you a list of all the systems where they currently are. And that means you can go to those systems and you can run missions for them. I've been running missions. That's one way you can do it. You will of course gain reputation. One system that I find very useful in particular, let's see if we can find it here on the list. There's a lot of systems. That is the Sothis. If you know Sothis, we can go back. If you know, go to Sothis. It's one of the systems that's very far away. I think it's all the way out here somewhere. And there it is. As you can see, Sothis all the way out here. So they are, and that system will often offer a lot of data delivery missions to a nearby system called Seos. A very, very easy way. See, there's Seos, Sothis, and Seos go back and forth, completing missions for the Sirius Corporation out here. Is a very decent way of getting your reputation up. Alternatively, what you could also do is you could go and run the Road to Riches. If you don't know what that is, it's a road, a series of systems you run through that optimized for exploration data. That allows you to collect a lot of exploration data very quickly. And then go to any station that is owned, must be owned by the Sirius Corporation. So that means if we go back in here to EDDB, we can see here in this system they don't own any stations. Where do they own stations? There we go. There's one station there owned by the Sirius Corporation in HIP 8396. But again, this can change, so keep that in mind. And of course, also in Avik, they also have a station here. You can go there, hand in exploration data that will also level you up and get that allied rank. And once you got allied, you need to head actually to Avik, would probably be the system I would recommend, and go to that station that they own here. Notice this is medium size, so you need to have a medium or small sized ship. And from there, you can then pick up the first of the missions that will give you the permit to get into the system. And once you finally have access to the Sirius system, you can then begin to look for the mission that will actually give you the mission for getting access to the base. And notice both of these missions can sometimes be difficult. They might not spawn right away, so you might have to at the board hop, you might have to wait at the station for a bit for it to show up. Sometimes I've had luck going to this. I had more luck going to this station here when I had to get the invite mission than to the main station. For some reason, I got it up there, not at the main station. Again, that's something that would probably be different for you, but you have to try it out. Try to go to both stations, see if you can find that mission to get into the base. And once you have that, once you've completed it, and once you finally have access to the base, now comes the hard part. Because, of course, last step was getting those modular terminals. Now, modular terminals cannot be found. They can only be granted through mission rewards. So, to gain those as quickly as possible, I would recommend going to good old Rear. So, the reason why I choose Rear in specific is because it's been a very, very well-known system, and it's most likely that you have already leveled up. A lot of the people here have good reputation, but of course you can choose any system. It's completely up to you. Any system where you have good reputation would be a good system. Now, we're not particularly going for a specific system in terms of destination here, but what we are going to do is we're going to have a look here at the missions. Now, I don't have any passenger cabins in my current ship, so I cannot accept any of them, but you see some of them here will offer commodity reward. These, for instance, will offer narrative breakers. That was not what we were looking for. What else? Conductor ceramics, not that either. We can go through this and we can see what kind of materials they offer. Let's see here, biotech. And there we go. Modular terminals. 4 modular terminals for this mission, which is to take them to 2 systems. Again, you can then complete those missions and you can just try to get more missions. Again, I choose Rear because it's a system that's well known. You can go to any system and just look for these modular terminals. Passenger missions seems to be the missions that has the highest chance of dropping these. So that is probably what I would recommend. But yeah, that's basically how you get them. It is a little difficult, but this is probably the easiest way to do it. So once we're back from Rear, we have our 24 modular terminals from the passenger missions. What you can do is now you can come in here, go to the engineering workshop, and down here you will now have a place where you can donate them to Marco Qwent, and finally you will have him unlocked. So, now that you have the engineering facilities unlocked, last step is of course to level him up so you can get access to Professor Palin. Or whatever engineers you look. I think only Professor Palin is after. But anyway. And what I recommend you do is you look at power distributors, because first of all you have it on all your ships. And if you go for a high charge capacitor, the materials are fairly easy to get your hands on. Sulfur, you can prospect that on surfaces. For the second one, you need specialized legacy firmware. Can be a little difficult, but you can get those from the science bases. And I should say, I have a spreadsheet that holds all these different engineering materials and where you can get them. And there's going to be video guides to most of them already. So I'll link that in the description below the video for that spreadsheet. So you can go watch that, and then you can go watch the videos about the specific material that you're looking for. Chromium, again, prospected from the surface. That is decent as in terms of availability as well. And the final one, to get that one roll on grade 3, you'll need more specialized legacy firmware, more chromium, and the high density composite you can get from either DAF's Hope or the Nathan class tanker. Again, go to that spreadsheet and it will show you how to do that. But anyway, I think that's all you have to do. That was easy, right? No, I hope you guys can see now why many people feel like Marco Qwent is just a well, a little annoying to unlock, because, well, it's a lot of work to even unlock him, and you don't really get anything special out of him other than allowing you to begin to work on unlocking Palin. But that will be for another video, another time. Thanks a lot for watching. If you liked the video, remember to give it a like down below so you know you like this type of content. Also, please subscribe to the channel, that will mean a lot to me. And until next time, I will see you guys in space.